Winter, aka cold and flu season, is a whole quarter of the year dedicated to sneezing, sniffling, and shivering. And once we finally get through 3 months of what must seem like endless suffering, finally, spring. A lot of the time, you would think that the warmth of the sun means the end of our suffering, but you would be wrong, because spring is allergy season. Our big question for today is, what are allergies? To answer that, we must first know what an immune system is. In our last episode, we talked about bugs being the superheroes of the animal world. There is also a team of superheroes inside your body as well, and it's called your immune system. Your immune system fights off all the bad germs that make you sick, but sometimes your body mistakes random particles, like pollen, for bad germs and tries to fight a battle with an opponent who is just not there. But the thing is, it's not just pollen that causes allergies. An allergen is anything that makes you have an allergic reaction. And an allergen can be almost anything. Dust, food, pet dander. Anything that causes a reaction in some people but is harmless to most. When an allergen enters the body of someone allergic, it causes the blood cells in your immune system to make a chemical called histamine. And histamine causes all the swelling, sneezing, sniffling, etc. So, how do we get allergies? Well, the main component is genetics. While your dad having a cat allergy might not mean that you have one too, allergies do tend to run in families. Another component is also your environment. Exposure to allergens early in childhood, say infancy or toddlerhood, can help children not develop allergies later in their childhoods. Being associated with these smart particles that are responsible help introduce them to your body system as not a threat. On the other hand, if you grew up in an extremely clean environment, allergens might be extremely shocking to your body's immune system. You may be now wondering, how do we cure allergies? Well, there are many temporary treatments, like medication, that you can take to help with any congestion, or nasal sprays that can aid with reducing running noses. Another helpful remedy is rubbing aloe vera or lotion on areas that may have a rash or itch to calm the skin. More long-term cures, treatments to permanently stop allergies, usually include immunotherapy by way of shots. These shots introduce your body to a very small portion of the allergen to help your immune system get used to whatever is bothering it. After 3 to 5 years of regular shots, your body will never be affected by these allergens ever again. Did you know that sexism caused allergies? That's a bit of a stretch, but I'll explain it all to you. To understand, you must know that some trees have both male and female trees. Not all species of trees have this, but a lot of them do. Male trees produce the flowers, which have anthers, which produce millions of particles of pollen. Female trees never produce pollen. They produce seeds and fruits, but never pollen. When city planners are first starting to build, they think that these fruits are messy and hard to clean up, so they mostly plant male trees. Now, this has created a term coined botanical sexism. Botanical meaning relating to plants, and sexism meaning the inequality of genders. Botanical sexism is causing these male trees that already produce so much pollen to work 3 times harder so that their pollen can reach the female trees that are few and far away. But do not worry. Some places, like the state of California, are redoing their city's landscaping to help with issues like allergies and other pollen-induced medical conditions like asthma.
Yippee!
Hi, welcome to DIY. Today's craft is going to be a little different. Instead of doing a fun project like normal, we are going to be making allergy survival kits. Now, I have personally suffered from allergies my whole life, so all of these are in my personal recommendations. First, we're going to be using a little pouch. This is just like a little jewelry pouch, but anything that's small enough to fit in your book bag or be easily portable, but can still hold some items is perfect. Next item we're going to put in is hand sanitizer. I'm just using one of these, but any kind will work. This is very important. You want to use this every time you come inside so that you don't accidentally get anything into your eyes, nose, or mouth later on. Sometimes things can surprise you and cause a little allergy attack in the middle of class or school. Our next item is going to be one of these little tissue packs. Runny noses are the worst part of allergies, and they don't stop for anything. So just carrying one of these guys around is very helpful. Next, we have these little eye drops. A big part of my allergies is getting really watery, swollen eyes, so these are a must for me. Some of you might not need it, and some of you might, but it's very important to carry these around so that you don't start crying in the middle of what you're doing. The last thing we're gonna add are these lollipops. These are called lollies, and they're super special lollipops that help with sore throats. Again, for me, a big part of my allergies is having a very sore throat, and these act like cough drops but taste super yummy. And there we have it, our little allergy emergency kit. Now, this is perfect for just going out or going to school, just something to carry on with you during spring. Most of the symptoms that we've spoken about today, such as coughing and sneezing, are not life-threatening. Yes, they are very awful and sometimes hurt or prevent you from doing what you'd like, but these symptoms won't kill you. But some people have very severe allergies, usually to food, that can cause something called anaphylaxis when a person comes into contact with their allergen. Some signs of anaphylaxis include severe swelling, shortness of breath, and extreme itchiness. If you see any of these symptoms, please tell your parents or another trusted adult. Thank you for dropping by and exploring the science behind allergies with me. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to keep supporting our channel. This has been Mimi with BioSci Kids, and remember to get outside.